Foresee what can happen when you have a president, a person named Joe Biden, who came in and actually peeled back an effective border policy that was working. He did that on day one, and I think he did it intentionally to destabilize our country.
Kari Lake is blaming the unchecked illegal immigration crisis, hounding the southern border for nearly 3 years, on President Joe Biden.
I really believe what we're seeing now, besides this weapon of mass destruction called fentanyl pouring across, killing it'd be the equivalent of a jumbo jet crashing every day. That's how many people are dying from fentanyl poisoning.
The firebrand Republican pointed to the millions of people who have illegally immigrated into the United States since Biden took office, as well as the fentanyl epidemic, as being the desired outcomes of Biden's policy choices.
We're also seeing, terrorists come in and criminals come into our country. We have allowed our country to be invaded, and basically we have a foreign army of people that are here in our country right now. Americans are not safe because of it.
In 2023, Border Patrol arrested more than 170 people on the FBI's terror watch list, attempting to enter the U.S. from Canada or Mexico illegally. The figure was beyond the single-digit numbers seen in recent years. Kari Lake announced her Republican bid for Senate in mid-October. Lake is a former TV anchor, and though she unsuccessfully ran for governor in 2022, has the most name recognition in the Republican pool of candidates, which includes Pinal County Sheriff Mark Lamb. On the Democratic side, Representative Ruben Gallego is vying for the seat held by Senator Kyrsten Sinema, who has not announced whether she is seeking re-election. Polling released in November on a three-way hypothetical matchup had Gallego at 39% support, a 6-point advantage over Lake at 33%, and an even bigger lead over Sinema, who garnered 29%. Lake jumped into the race with the support of former President Donald Trump. Although Lake endorsed Trump's border approach, she has her own 10-step plan. A physical barrier was at the top of her list.
We have to start by building the wall. We have to stop the bleeding, as they say. If you have a severed artery, you don't spend your time, money, and energy, mopping up the blood that's spilling. You spend your immediate energy protecting and stopping the bleeding from that artery. And the Democrats always like to go the other way. They love having these problems, and then they just throw a ton of money at the symptoms and trying to help with the symptoms rather than addressing the problem.
Second, immigrants who illegally cross the border would automatically be deported. The remainder of Lake's 10-pronged plan also include for more technology surveillance, enforcing various immigration laws to their full extent, and hiring hundreds, if not thousands, of immigration judges to hear the 2 million pending cases.
I think if we enact each of those changes and policies, then we can have a secure border, and that'll give us safer streets. We can stop the flow of this deadly fentanyl that's killing a generation. And frankly, we need to start treating these cartels as the terrorists that they are.